Hello everyone, Marvin back again, and I'm going to do another pro demo review from ESL Pro League. Uh, and this game we're going to look at Navi and we're going to look at s1mple in the semi-final of Pro League. Um, I know it's been a little while since I have uploaded, and it's been about a week since Pro League has ended. And um, I just thought I would make a video today talking about a few things, few developments in the CS scene. This one's going to be mainly about Navi and s1mple, who had, as you can see, yet another phenomenal series. 92 kills in a best of three, um, and really just like look at this. Look, everyone else negative, and s1mple plus nearly plus 40. Just an just a classic s1mple carry. s1mple go nuclear on nuke basically. And look at this 31-19. We're going to watch the whole demo 16-14, and I guess one of the talking points I want to talk about is this an error for Navi? I feel like um, the whole world was like a little too ready to crown Navi as the best team. I mean, they're the best team in the world right now, but are they? Is this really an error? They've won Pro League, they've won Katowice, and they've won Cologne, and they just finished their Grand Slam with the Pro League win, but it's online, and it's like got the same kind of asterisk as the like kind of Gambit era, if you can call it a Gambit era. I mean, Gambit was just the best team of 2020 in the online era. Anyway, those are the types of things we'll be discussing. Is we're going to watch all 30 rounds, and let's just start watching the demo. So s1mple, already having a great series. And Heroic, I thought they were looking very good in the series. I made a video about Refresh and his really good form, including the 1v5 ace to force overtime against Liquid in the previous match in this tournament. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. If you haven't seen that clutch, look it up on YouTube or something. I'll put a link in the description if I can find it on YouTube. But yeah, it's like just the context of the clutch is crazy. And then he pulls it off, and it's just the most Liquid thing ever. Just to lose, they were about to go through. They were about to win on on series point. They were about to go through to the semi-final to play Navi, which they probably would have lost anyway, and they lose. Anyway, Navi, they win the pistol. s1mple one headshot. Scouting outside. No fear on s1mple. Good, I got X-ray on. So we can see this guy. These two heroic players. Oh, wow. What was that hit him, dinked him? Was that a deagle, I guess? I'll have a look. They've got all deagles and one Tech 9, so odds are it's a deagle. s1mple. One thing you'll notice is that s1mple stays very mobile. As the AWPer on nuke, there's so many options for AWPing CT nuke and what you can do. I think maybe s1mple is the best nuke player that we have. He just there's so many options you can do as a CT AWPer, but it's also very hard to do well consistently. There's a lot of like counters to your plays. All those yard smokes are pretty much only designed to stop the AWPer and finding picks outside. And what? I guess he knows they've got no head armor, but the USP one tap coming up secret, pushing with the. I remember watching this. Just farming with the MP9. Stone actually kills him. But yeah. Is this the Na'Vi era? Like, s1mple is in some crazy form. He's got to be the number one player in the world. But what I guess is quite the interesting development is the reformation of Vitality with Kyojin. No one really expected them to be this good this quickly, but they really pushed. They really pushed Na'Vi all the way, the whole best of five, which ESL, just as a side like tangent, ESL, stop doing best of five finals for every single one of your tournaments. I don't know who likes watching best of five finals, but they're so long. And they kind of just ruin. Like, I know they want the watch time, like, the more hours of CS that they play, the longer the watch time, and the more chance, I guess, I have people seeing the stream, but they're just not. I don't find them any more interesting. I find them more tedious, to be honest. Watching a full best of three is already a big commitment. Like, you're watching, if it goes like 3 maps, and you're probably like one of those maps probably going to have an overtime, given how CS is with all the saving and everything, just extending the games. That's 3 or 4 hours you're watching CS. I don't know who is watching a full best of five in one sitting. It's crazy that they expect. Like, I don't like. Fine, if it's like one a year, so let's say they want Pro League to be a big thing. They have Pro League best of five final, but not every single tournament. Anyway, it's a little rant. Na'Vi win on time there. s1mple not really going nuclear at the moment. 5 and 3. He's getting his kills. He got that round where he farmed against the Glocks with the nice USP one tap. But things just going nice and easy for s1mple. His team carrying their weight. And I'm agreeing with what... Oh, just picks Cadian out the air. Yeah, I agree with a lot of the analysis going around at the time that Bit Na'Vi with Bit and how good Bit's looking. He has the most help he's ever had in Na'Vi, it looks like. Maybe even comparing that to the Guardian Na'Vi. Because the Guardian Na'Vi, they had Edward and Zeus. And Flamey. And Guardian. So it's just basically up to Guardian and s1mple to hard carry, and if you remember, it didn't really last that long with Guardian and s1mple. Like, it didn't seem to be where they could both consistently perform with this. Like, I guess s1mple's kind of really an AWPer. We've seen that now that he's been the main AWP for this team for a few years now. So if you're putting a lot of resources into Guardian as well as s1mple, it's just you need to just focus. I don't know, maybe I'm making excuses. Maybe it should have worked better than it did. Who knows? Anyway, speaking of the current 2021 Na'Vi, Bit looking really good. So you've mainly got the three stars. Simple Electronic, and then Bit as your third star. Then you've got your support in Boomich, who has looked really good. Has had some fragging games, some games where he's really taken a lot of space. He's playing like the Nafany kind of type role CS. Simple with the glass cannon. He plays ramp. Nothing much happens there. Anyway, Simple still got the AWP. He's bought armor. 2 Deagles, 2 for Masters. And this is a nice skin. Same Simple has some nice skins. The AWP fade, that's real nice. I reckon the AWP fade looks really good. Kinda jealous. Anyway, it's a 2v1. Silently, they're gonna come up together. And now they've realized it's Tessus and he's gone to the B site. Oh. Insta headshot. But luckily, Electronic. Good for the trade there. So we're playing lower with the AWP, and again we're noticing how mobile and how much he varies his position, going for these secret like AWP angles, AWP fights where you're fighting against the silo player. Then you can peek up to red. These are really good angles for the AWP. So yeah, Vitality really coming out of the blue. I was quite surprised and quite happy to see a Vitality that's playing well. I think Kyojin's looking pretty good. They just came first in their group of the Blast Fall groups. I remember this from watching this game. I think this was a better game to watch as an experience than the final, the best of 5. ESL, if somehow you ever hear this, I preferred watching this game against Heroic. I thought it was a better matchup too, a more interesting matchup. Just styling on them. Than the best of 5 against Vitality. I thought it's not a better experience. If it's going to be a 2-0, it'll be a 3-0, and having the extra map doesn't add to the hype. And then if it's back and forth, going all 5 maps, that's not also a good outcome either. It feels like we could have known this. We could have got this same result from a best of 5. Would have been the same kind of like we want to see the best teams win, but if it goes all 5 maps, I feel like it's just you're just deciding on the final map anyway, which probably would have been the same decider map for the best of 3. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't add any hype. Wow, whiffs. Doesn't whiff 2 in a row though. Sees 2 people coming down with people not looking at him, and he somehow misses both. Simple is human. He can whiff a shot. Bang! Wow. Nice the 1 dig. 11 and 7. But Heroic win that round. Are we on to the scout? What's happened? He's been dropped an AWP. We've got MP9 for Mast, 2 M4s. Force Buy wars continue. Na'Vi trying to break. They're trying to break the money of Heroic, who have heaps of money. Maybe they could have taken Eco there. We'll see if they win it. Perfecto gets 2. And Perfecto is looking really solid. He's become a super smart, cerebral player. A good anchor player. Always good for your spray downs. That's when you're an anchor player, you just gotta be oh my god, I thought s1mple got that. The complete outplay. Makes the sound that he dropped and then you walk back up. Yeah, but Perfecto, really liking how he's looking in the team. And then Bit, super sharp. Boomich, like I've said earlier, aggressive. I think he's been inspired a bit by Nafany and the space that he creates. And he's also been fragging. Sometimes that can really be a detriment because you're basically 4v5 every T side, but he can, yeah, as long as he doesn't give his life away for nothing, I think this is going to be a good team for the future, but maybe not a Na'Vi era, even with the Grand Slam in the online online period. Oh, but we'll see. Oh, another whiff. Another whiff. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, hit that one. Shush, just crouch peek in the orb. I don't know that's how that's supposed to work. But clean up on aisle outside nuke. s1mple walking around looking for the last T, and refresh actually catches him out. Damn, this is a nice orb. The Hyper Beast with the gloves, that looks really good. That sticker. s1mple really has some nice skins. The orb fade and the fade flip knife with those gloves. Real nice. Eight to 5. Let's have a look at the just on a force buy here. Deagle for s1mple. So it looks like Heroic could fold as an org. I don't know if you've been following the drama with Heroic and Hunden and the cheating allegations. Heroic, yeah, they seem to be under a lot of pressure. All their sponsors apparently pulled out. They don't want to be associated with what's going on at Heroic. So yeah, it doesn't look good. So and I thought this team looked really good in this tournament. We sorry, I clicked off there. Yeah, we really saw a better performance out of Heroic. It's been a while since I think it was what early 2020 when they were looking good. And they've had some good performances recently. s1mple just saving the deagle. Last CT round, 15-9. So we'll just fast forward through the halftime. It'll take like 30 seconds or so, but it's how we got to do it. And we're into the pistol. P250 dropped for s1mple, and obviously why would you not do this? And deleted. And deleted. Now another thing in the news, config to Australis. It's interesting. And deleted. That's 3 bullets fired, and that's 3 kills. For s1mple on the T side. On the T side pistol for nuke. Outside smokes, the diagonal version, and they get down to secret. He's very keen just to hang out here in the vents. It's always good to have vent control on nuke. You really, I mean, it's a death trap if you don't have control trying to drop, and you can control the rotations like that. Another round where s1mple doesn't have to do much, but he's going 20-10, and they're winning 10-7. Still, things looking all good for s1mple and Na'Vi, but I don't know. The reason I'm not sure about a Na'Vi error, well, first of all, the reason is I don't think it can really count as an error in the online series if you're not winning any LAN events, just winning online tournaments. It's not really the same thing. You can't really compare it to, like, it's the best, it's what we've got at the moment because it's all that we have. And also just Na'Vi, you can never trust Na'Vi. I've just learnt never to trust them. Even when they look really good, they can be, it doesn't seem to take much. I think so many people are so tired of hearing that, and they're so ready to say Na'Vi finally, you've got it. And I understand that sentiment. Like, I'm a s1mple fan too. I love watching s1mple. I want him to be on the best team, and it feels like now with Device on NIP and Zaiwu, like Vitality not doing so well, they've lost RPK. They've got 2 newer players that are looking good in Misuda and Kyojin. But it seems like of all the teams, Um, of all those teams, it seems like s1mple's team is the best. So he's the best player on the best team. Catches a 1 deke from down, trying to hunt some saving players. And it's good to see. I'm happy for s1mple to finally get some success. And I suppose he'll be the... Navi and him will be the favourite to win the upcoming major, which is happening in Sweden. PGL Major, Stockholm. I'm really looking forward to that at the end of this year. And yeah, it'd be cool if Navi win it. But there's teams that are going to be like out there looking to win that too. I think Nip with Device, they definitely want to win that. I think they've talked a lot about how they want to win a major in Sweden. Device wants to win another major. But I'm not sure about Nip. I'm not sure about that team with LNZ. Just doesn't seem to be quite enough. The setup doesn't seem to be quite right with LNZ. It doesn't. With their... I think they need to sort out their fifth. Find a more stable fifth. And then on the flip side of that, you got Astralis, who came second in their Blast group, beating Team Liquid. So Glaive, I don't think they'll have config for the major. I think they'll be playing with... And the shotgun wins out there. I think they'll be playing... I'm actually not sure what the Astralis, which lineup they're going to take to the major. But Team Liquid's another one who think... Like, they'll definitely be for gunning for that major. They should have the team to win with Fallen. And then Vitality. Now, if they can keep improving the way they have, that they would definitely be a contender. So you got Astralis, Na'Vi, Vitality, Team Liquid, Heroic. It would be cool to see them win a major, but maybe their org's not around by the time we get to it. Hopefully it is. Hopefully they have a team. It would be a shame for them to not play it, obviously. Depending on whether what the allegations are true. If they are, you know, well, they were cheating on official games and they shouldn't be playing at the major. But I'll hold off judgment until we know all the facts for that. And innocent until proven guilty, so I hope to see them. And I think they definitely have a shout at winning. The team's good. Refresh, Stown, Cadian. Really like all these players. And then yet Tessos and Shush, they're role players and they play their role and they do it well. It's a team that makes a lot of sense on paper. Makes a lot of sense when you see them in the server. But yeah, I think it'll be wide open this major, and hopefully it's really awesome. 12-9. s1mple. Someone getting who was that? Who did he just kill? Refresh, just getting a little bit brazen there, peeking around the corner. Shush pushed in to take his spot. Will they clear this? Will they expect... Okay, so he just trades Perfecto. And then, I mean, yeah. If I have s1mple on my team, I'm saying, hey, let me go first, bro. Let me just walk around this corner, see if there's anyone there. You'll trade, we'll win. But look at that. Heroic win it. They win the retake. We're on a low buy here. AK on s1mple. SMGs and a Galil for the rest of Navi, and it's just an upper explode, and Shush has pushed lobby before he can even get down the ladder. And that's another lost round for Heroic. Should be anyway, yeah. And they're catching up. See, it's tough. Like Navi, they're a good team, but these teams that they're beating, it's not as clear cut as maybe some are giving you the picture that maybe it would be. They think that Navi's just the dominant team, they're winning everything, and no one else has a chance. That's definitely not true. That being said, I did bet on Navi to win, and I profited from that. So thank you, Navi. I'm glad that you're winning, and I'm glad for s1mple that he's winning. But yeah, this upcoming major, I mean, if somehow, I mean, I know it's probably like current situation with COVID and everything, I'm not going to be traveling overseas. But I've never been to a actually any tournament live here in Australia. I know they have one in IEM. They have an IEM Sydney. I haven't been to that. I would like to go. I would like to go to a major, for sure. Major in Sweden would be really cool, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. 12-12. And how did he survive so long to find Stoun's head? That's the kind of thing that happens in like games you play in pugs and stuff, where you're like some guy's just shooting you, and he catches you off guard, and you just turn around and just shoot him in the head, and it makes you it makes you feel real bad if that's happened to you. I actually had something like that happen to me just today. I played one game of Face It, and these two guys, I was hiding under Balk on Mirage, and I kind of baited my teammate who was also playing under Balk, and they didn't clear me. Two guys running past, and I had a P250 just on an eco round, and we we missed pretty much every bullet and didn't get any kills. This is interesting. Flash lands in that corner. I guess they're scared of an AWP. But Na'Vi, 12-13. They're feeling the pressure especially on CT Nuke. And Stown with the big triple holding down the B site. And you'd be nervous if you're Na'Vi, CT Nuke, you're down. Your money's not good. You put everything into this round. But Bit gets a kill. s1mple gets another kill onto the site. And I like this play. Pushing outside. And I guess somehow they know that no one's going to be Heaven. And now s1mple has Heaven. And that makes this retake very hard. Tessus, who's a ramp player, is now has to push up Heaven with no idea that s1mple's one step ahead, and that's a free frag, triple kill, and that's just the impact of s1mple. That looked like an absolute 100% lost round, but 14-12 with no money for Na'Vi. Look, gonna have to give up 15, and then 12-15 come back on the T side nuke. That's very difficult. But s1mple just bails you out with a triple kill, some outplay, some nice shots, some entries onto the A side, and 13-13, and we live on. Hope's alive. Feeling very good. And against Vitality, it was back and forth. You know, it's hard to yeah, it's hard to say it was a convincing tournament by s1mple and Na'Vi, but I mean it's convincing by s1mple for sure because he killed everyone, but Na'Vi maybe not so convincing. And look, they lose that round. They had someone in dark. s1mple didn't kill him. Tessus had already pushed down onto the B site, ready for the B take. Gets 2. s1mple can only get 1 rather than 3. And they lose the round. Again, they put everything into this round. 2 Tech 9s, 1 AK on s1mple. They've finally figured out that it makes sense to put most of your resources into your best player. So whenever they have a round like this, s1mple always gets the best weapon. And it looks like it's another Na'Vi A take. This is a Molotov that goes behind the site, behind default. You can also throw some flashes through the same lineup and they explode right above the site and they pretty much blind the entire site. Just careful not to blind your teammates doing it, running in from Squeaky, but they're pretty good flashes. Boomich. Big triple kill. Or no, double kill maybe. And now they have... So it looks like, yeah, they must have had... Boomich must have had a timing or had some kind of blank with which they didn't know about, and he's able to get 2, and s1mple just held out into lobby until they cleared the site for him. And they're going to save 14-14. And that's tough. They've got 1 AUG saved on Tessus, 2 scouts, 2 deagles. Now you're feeling much better as an RB fan. And that's again, you got a good round, good clutch round out of s1mple. But you also get some good rounds out of Boomich too. I think he stepped it up recently. I think it's probably irked him a little bit that his CIS rivals in Gambit keep schooling him and keep beating him, and there's nothing he seems to be able to do about it. But I mean that's if I mean I kind of suspect that s1mple is doing a lot of the calling, and Boomich is just he's doing some calls obviously, maybe. But you know, when s1mple, your best player, says something, I think the team, like, it just makes sense to listen to what he has to say. And seeing as he's taking the most initiative a lot of the time. See, look at that. So s1mple's he's cleared lobby, but he doesn't want to clear the entire whole thing by himself. So he just calls up his main man, Perfecto, says, hey, just come round, run in front of this corner, like, run past this doorway, and just see if anyone's in the corner and I'll trade. And that's 2 times we've seen that in this demo, where Perfecto's just run around a corner, and so s1mple can trade. And it just makes a lot of sense to just have that kind of sacrifice, that kind of mentality as a team. Like, it's the team play Not just the better performances at a bit, not just s1mple going crazy carry mode. It's the whole team that's looking good. And that's why I decided to bet on them. I thought they were just looked like the best team in Pro League. 15-14. Heroic have a god awful bye. MP9s, Deagles. And it's a valiant effort by Heroic. But they just come against a s1mple that's going 30-19 and wants to win his Grand Slam. And no Danes are going to keep him from that. Terrorists win. 16-14, 31-19 for s1mple. GG's in the chat. 101 ADR, 1.58 rating for the map, 1.59 rating for the series. Still keeps that 100 ADR for the series. Plus 38, 92 kills. Another awesome s1mple performance on, personally, I think their best map, Nuke. I think Na'Vi, I mean, yeah, it just seems like their home map. They love playing Nuke. I don't think the reason they didn't pick it is because Heroic also some pretty good Nuke team, but they play a really epic Nuke, especially Na'Vi on the CT side with s1mple being so dynamic on the CT side, and then you've got Boomich and the antics he gets up to on the T side, dropping in the vents, playing outside, dropping into mini. I really enjoyed watching that, and I'll check you guys. I'll see you guys in the in my next videos. I played a Faceit game, which maybe I'll record that, or maybe I'll record something about Blast. Like I said, they just finished up Group A. Anyway, stay subscribed, comment, like, and yeah, you'll be able to see all my stuff when it gets uploaded. Thanks for watching, guys, and see ya.